I'm with Dane and Griff from Classless Act. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, featuring Outlander Media Network, and we're getting ready to have a nice conversation before they get their show going. Guys, good to see you.
Nice to see you again, Kirby. Outlander Media, our friends.
Right. So what do y'all think about this place?
Pretty cool so far. For us being like an opening band, having a good amount of space because we perform in front of headlining bands, super nice. And the venue looks dope. It's cool. It's like a brewery kind of thing. So for us, playing venues like this is always a pleasure.
Hey. All right, I'll start with the question. What was it like going on the big tours with Motley Crue and Def Leppard?
Oh my gosh, where do you start? I mean, it's all because getting to tour with such legends is already just like so crazy in itself. But getting to be in those places, those giant, because you know when you are in the audience at those stadiums, the performers are always just those little like small little dots, and of course you have to have giant screens to see them. But to be like on the other side of that, to see like this sea of people that you can't really like even see their faces, it's just something that we've never ever experienced before, and it's something's going to stick with us for a long time.
Imagine. What do you think of?
Yeah, well, for us on a personal level, I saw Motley Crue when I was in high school. So it's like a full circle thing, like on their final tour. That was like 2013 or 14. So it was cool, kind of infiltrating that circle, like so to speak, of crossing from fan to like a peer almost. And it was insane because the level of professionalism on that tour, the bar was very high because everyone that we talked to, all the stagehands, lighting people, the roadies, they had done a lot of tours for 20 years, like stadium tours for like Alanis Morissette, or Ariana Grande, and Megadeth, and then they're just helping us out and sitting down with us at catering, telling us stories. So it's like, how do we get here? Really surreal.
Yeah. Well, when I was reading y'all's background, y'all just got together from social media. How'd that work out with you two?
Yeah. So we all have our own individual stories. Franco and Derek and Chuck have their own stories as well. They're all very different. But you want to start on yours? Or?
Sure. Well, I guess I'm kind of going in order. Dane, you were the first, or I guess the longest running member of the Classless Act. Mm-hmm. It's all because the main gist of it is that we've all just been like fans of each other. And so Dane found Franco, I think.
Yeah.
Franco was. He's originally from Argentina, and he was on tour in the United States with his band, and his band broke up like while they were touring. It was a nightmare, he tells us. And so Dane saw him on social media and asked if they wanted to jam.
Yeah,
and jams turned into more.
Yeah, and the way how I got in the mix is all of ours has all these intricacies and all that. So we could talk forever about our paths leading up to the band. But we all like really utilize social media because for me, what I used to do was because I was brand new to LA, I just want to build a social media following. I just posted on Instagram a guitar cover every single day for about 9 or so months. Got followers from all over the world, South America, Europe, so on and so forth. And eventually I started getting some fans, and then a follower of mine all the way in Dublin, Ireland, randomly. I transferred to USC. I remember I was studying for a linguistics final, and then my phone was blowing up because this woman in Ireland was tagging, at the time, some random band called Classless Act in like 20 of my posts saying, Classless Act, check this guy out, you guys need a guitar player. Classless Act, check this guy out, he's awesome, check this guy out. And then the band DM'd me, and that's how I got in. So it's crazy how someone in Ireland, all the way across the world, can tag a band that was like a 20-minute drive away from me, and I had no idea they were a band. So social media is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
So I guess you're from Hawaii.
Yeah, born in Honolulu, Hawaii. What, you can tell by the Hawaiian Polynesian tattoo?
The shirt.
Oh, that too, yeah. I'm just covered in turtles and like ocean waves and stuff. Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
And so is y'all's band based out of California, or?
Technically, yeah. I mean, Derek and Chuck are originally from LA. Dane was born in Hawaii, raised in San Diego. I lived in Texas for like 19 years, and I just moved out there. So, of course, Frank was from Argentina.
Okay. So y'all like a melting pot.
Yeah, we're all just coming from so many different walks of life, and it really shows in our music. So
yes.
So this new album, what's y'all's favorite song on the new album?
Oh my goodness. I think mine for sure is Circles. Circles is like, I don't know if it's the ballad, but it's the one that has that iconic acoustic 12-string intro, and the first time I heard it, I was that's something special.
Okay, so for my favorite, it's so hard picking your favorite because it's like picking your favorite child, you know? I feel like I don't want to be rude to the other ones. But, of course, like, hearing Vince Neil's voice on Classless Act was incredible. Just hearing, like, his voice, like, you know, dead center next to, like, our guitars, man, left and right. It's like, oh my, who would have thought that we'd be playing on the same track?
Yeah.
But on a personal level, I love the song Made in Hell. Dancey is a cool chorus, has all these peaks and valleys. But yeah, everyone, you know, you can ask me tomorrow, it'll probably be a different song. But for right now, Made in Hell.
Like mine's Calm Before the Storm.
Yeah.
Storm Before the Calm.
Yeah, good choice,
Yeah.
man. That's good taste.
I saw you guys perform for the first time. The band y'all kind of remind me of was The Darkness. But then when I heard your album come out, second song, Justin Hawkins.
Yes, sir.
How did y'all get associated with Justin Hawkins?
Well, Justin actually, we met through social media, and we messaged him and asked him if he'd like to do anything. Actually, no. Before he was on This Is For You, we co-wrote Time to Bleed with him. So he helped us write that song. But then beyond that, we asked him if he wanted to do a guitar solo on This Is For You, and of course starts off with that slide, you know, and then of course he gets all the tricky stuff and. It's just, you know, it's amazing to get to hear, to get to work with him, and of course hear all that stuff.
Yeah, because he's such a brilliant mind, and you know we all grew up fans of The Darkness, and to even just same thing with Vince Neil, to hear the guitar solo, you can tell it's him because his emotion, his feel, it bleeds through his music. So it is amazing, like a blessing to have crossed paths with so many different people.
So, okay, I've been watching some other stuff with you guys. When are y'all going to release your first Christmas album?
Oh, well, actually, what a good lead-in. We have a Christmas song out.
We do.
Yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year. If that keeps on kicking butt, who knows? We might do a Christmas album. But yeah, we'll just like, you know, dip our toes in the water with the single, I think.
I mean, the video's very good at tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, the video's
Love the
great.
video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun to film. It was a close friend of the band. His name is like Jeff Hillard. We just spent the whole day driving around LA, just riding scooters around the mall, and then he'd of course do the whole drunk Santa bit, and like he'd wear like a nudie suit, and then like he just throw it off and run down the street, and I'm like, what is going on? It's like amazing chaos and madness, and yeah, it perfectly encapsulates what we all wanted it to be.
Well, I've noticed like with most of your videos, they're very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
You know, like for like the guitar solo for Justin Hawkins, you're over working on the guitar.
Right.
Clear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about our music videos is that, you know, we could just do like a performance angle and just kind of like play the song, but we like to, as much as with our music and with like the content, we like to we like to, I don't know, push boundaries, I guess, with things that aren't normally talked about, like the political and social climate. Derek loves to mess with that kind of realm of lyricism. But with our music videos, we try to do the same thing, where it kind of like catches your eye, like, oh, they're in like a police station with this video, or they're in a courthouse for this one. And if you notice, actually, all four of those videos, All That We Are, This Is For You, Classless Act, and Give It To Me, Time to Bleed. All those videos like have a little storyline, and if you watch them all like in order,
yeah, it has some cool Easter eggs for the movie buffs out there.
Yeah,
and yeah, I think all in all, just it kind of mirrors our like live set. We all just like to have fun live and perform, and just we're not afraid to have fun. We're not afraid to smile and like make people want to dance and have fun. So,
Awesome. Hey, so which one, since y'all have been touring almost the whole year, where's your favorite city to go to right now?
Favorite city to go to?
I might be partial to Dallas, Texas. Gosh, but some highlights. I remember the one time that we went to New Jersey. We played at the Wellmont Theater, and the audience there was just like so incredibly into it. And there's just something to be said about audiences, like if they give that energy that of course we're giving everything we got on that stage, but when the audience gives that back to us, then it's just like this constant just like loop of energy, and it just builds and builds until the set is over. It's like, oh, it's over already, but you know the audience just makes every show that much better, you know.
Awesome. What about you?
Yeah, so for me, I actually grew up playing baseball. So we played a bunch of baseball stadiums, a bunch of iconic and historic baseball stadiums like Wembley, Wembley. No, that wasn't Wembley. It was Fenway Park, Wrigley Field. I was like Wembley. I was like, yeah. I was like, soon. But we don't play Wembley soon. But yeah, Petco Park. Yeah, Petco Park, T-Mobile Stadium. Yeah, the Giants play all these places. So it's cool because, especially being on the tour and being like the personnel on the tour, we get to see like more of the behind the scenes angle on that. So kind of getting go through the tunnels, and then oftentimes we'd be like blessed enough to have our green room like in a locker room or a suite. And so, one of those fancy like owner suites. Yeah. So amazing kind of having a completely new perspective on going to a stadium. And for me growing up, I always thought that I'd be playing on the field. But I am playing on the field, but in a different way. So it's like my life has a little twist, funny little twist on it.
Yeah. So what's y'all's favorite food here that y'all been eating on the tour a lot?
Ooh. Well, being on tour, it's a very wide range of food. A lot of times when we're on the go and have a lot of travel days, we just have to go for convenience. Mm-hmm. So for my go-to breakfast, it's a protein bar and like a slice of pizza, or the gas station will have their own like Egg McMuffins or whatever kind of stuff. So me make the most out of it. It's not first choice, but it just keeps it going. It's fuel.
One thing that I tried for the first time while on tour was the fast Mexican food, like Chipotle and Qdoba, like those types of restaurants. I'd never had that before a tour, but of course being on the go, we have to get some good healthy food quick. And so Chipotle or Qdoba is probably the best that we can do if we find it. So
yeah, the fast casual.
It's really good. So
yeah, I get that. I mean, sometimes you're on like I say, sometimes my dinner consists of beef jerky and a bag of chips.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, or also drive-thrus, or even the classic Waffle House. Mountain times, we get done with the show. Yeah. Jacksonville. I think we had to go to Waffle House at 2 a.m.
That's right.
Yeah, always fun. We always get surprised on the road.
So when y'all play for Dorothy, I saw you at the basement.
Oh.
What was the difference between playing with Dorothy and playing with Giovanni?
Ooh, I think for us on a personal level, that was our first tour with Dorothy. So we had so much to learn, and it was just a good understanding. And Dorothy really took us under her wing. She definitely did not have to. And her whole team, the guitar, Sam, Elliot, and Jake, everyone was amazing to us. And yeah, they wanted to help us succeed. And so
even her sound guy and her guitar tech were all just super welcoming to us.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice to see.
Yeah, so and I think for us on the first tour, we were all starry-eyed because we were it was a lot of our first tours. So it was just kind of getting our tour legs under us. And now that we've been on tour, we've been on tour for 7 months out of the 12. We're starting to get a flow for things, and yeah, it's nice having a little bit more responsibility and independence in a way.
So when y'all become big, which I know you will. Would y'all go back and play the basement in a one-off?
Oh, of course, yeah,
absolutely,
of course, yeah. We all have our hometown venues. Going to Dallas, we'll always play Amplified Live, and my hometown we always play some venues. So I think that would be amazing. I know Guns N' Roses played the Troubadour. A few years ago, 2016 or something, when they had the reunion. So and we'd all love to do something like that. It's like paying it forward.
Go ahead. I was cutting you off.
There's something to be said because we did do the stadium thing, and that's great, and it feels great. But there's something to be said about playing the small venues and really getting to be that close to your audience and the people you're playing for, to really just really understand how they're reacting to what you're playing, because that's we're doing it for our audience, and to be able to see them that much closer is something really special. So
we were there just a month ago, and we were at the basement, and there was Vivian Campbell with his Last in Line band playing in the basement. And I'm
nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a stadium guy. And
right.
It's just I expect to see you guys to come back once you hit the stadium.
Oh, of course.
When you're the head
bottom dollar, we'll do it.
So which band did you learn from the most on that tour? Motley Crue, Poison?
Oh my goodness.
Def Leppard or Joan Jett?
Yeah. Well, I think for us, it was cool because we learned a lot from everyone, even past the bands, the personnel. But to answer your question with the bands, everyone we learned. We could talk forever about all the different bands, but from each one, we took something special. personally, from my angle, from Joan, she is punk rock to the core, and so no matter what venue she plays, she will never have a fan on. She'll always have those those small amps that'll fit in the trunk that she probably had for 30 years. And from Poison and Motley Crue, we just learned how to put on like a rock and roll show. And for Def Leppard, all gentlemen, it was just almost how to carry yourself. Real professional. They're working out on the road, always in shape, and treating everyone with kindness. And that was everyone on the tour, but they're really stand-up individuals. So we have something to take from everything.
To extend on that, Bret Michaels is one of the most nicest people. Like, there's never like an off moment for him. Like, it's not like he turns like the charisma off. Everywhere he goes, every person he meets, like, I remember seeing him walk by like people who were working like at the stadium and just like custodians and stuff, and he would like shake people's like custodians' hands and like all these. Anyone he walked by that like knew who he was, he would take the time to be like, "Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for helping us make this whole thing work." And that was just something, because it leaves a lasting impression. And to see someone who's been in the business for 40 years at this point, it's inspiring, and it goes to show that it doesn't take that much to anyone who walk by.
Yeah, I think the whole stadium tour it was kind of showing us like how it's done. It's like this is how you be at the top of your craft, and how you should treat people, and how things should be. Because behind the scenes, it takes a village to put on an operation like that. Like 200 or so people waking up, like getting there at 6 a.m, staying there till 2 a.m, and thankfully for us being the artists, we show up 11. We get our nice meals in, being the AC and all that. So seeing the like humility from all the bands, it was really incredible. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys got an acoustic album. Are y'all gonna do any acoustic shows?
Well,
stick around for the set. We might surprise you a little bit.
We might surprise you. We might not do like a full acoustic show. We might sneak a little bit of acoustic.
Like you might bring this piano out there and do it?
Maybe.
Ooh, stick around. Yeah. You have to come to our shows then. Yeah, be a little surprise.
We have a few surprises up there.
Yeah. Call us magicians.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap this up for y'all so y'all can get ready for the night. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Kirby, very much.
Thank you, Kirby.
Always a pleasure talking with you.
Dane,
Outlander Media.
Griffin, Outlander Media. Follow Classless Act. They're on Facebook, Twitter. Check out their individual names. They got a website. If I left anything out, guys.
No, sounds good to me. Follow Outlander Media. There we go.
This is what the back of my head looks like.
Yeah.
You don't follow.
There we go. I just got it.
Peace out.